to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and yeah, this is the second video today, and yeah, tonight's video is going to be about my thoughts on the Redcliffe Dolphins being the 17th NRL team to be coming in the competition by 2023. So yeah, it was announced this afternoon that the Redcliffe Dolphins have been the preferred option to be the 17th NRL team by 2023. Obviously, they won the bid between Brisbane Jets, who were another team that was being considered a club to come in by 2023. But obviously they lost out to Redcliffe Dolphins, and the other one was the Brisbane Firehawks, which I'm now glad to say that wasn't the New Queensland team, because if it was, I'd be pretty disgusted, because that sounds more like a netball team in my opinion, the Firehawks. But yeah, I'm pretty happy it's Redcliffe Dolphins. I think that's the preferred and that's the best choice. I feel like with the Redcliffe Dolphins as the new 17th NRL team. I think just they have a good history and a good fan base, I think, because I've just searched out their fan base, and they seem to have a decent fan base in Redcliffe. So yeah, that's a good thing. And also they've got a bit of history. In 2018 in the Queensland, and they won the reserve grade competition that year when they played the New South Wales Cup reserve grade team of the Bulldogs in 2018. They won the whole competition in that. So yeah, they've had a good history before the Redcliffe Dolphins in the the game of rugby league. They have a good history, and I think that's and I hope that they can really succeed when they come in the competition full time in 2023. I think it's exciting that we're going to get a new team in the NRL. I think it's about time we got a new one. Yeah, another Queensland team is good as well, because I feel like we do need another Queensland team, and that has happened because yeah, now we're probably going to see a potential rivalry with Redcliffe Dolphins against maybe either the Brisbane Broncos. Been talked about as a potential now new rivalry for the Redcliffe Dolphins, because the Broncos have basically ruled, or have basically ruled most of the Queensland area where great. I think the Broncos have really what I'm supposed to say is that the Broncos have they've ruled majority of the greater Brisbane, and obviously now with Redcliffe Dolphins coming in, I don't think the Broncos would like that too much, because obviously now there's going to be a lot of fights between players, a lot of player poaching, etc. So yeah, that's why a rivalry between those two is most likely to happen. Even Titans could be a potential rivalry for the Redcliffe Dolphins. Obviously now Titans don't really have a rivalry. Maybe a first one can be created for them against the Redcliffe Dolphins. Who knows? But yeah, either way, it's going to be exciting to see the Redcliffe Dolphins come in the competition. Personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing how they go. It'd be very interesting to see what kind of team they do assemble in 2023, because obviously there's been talk that Cameron Munster is one major target for the team, or for the Redcliffe Dolphins by 2023. That's some talk there. Even Reid Marnie from the Parramatta Eagles, because obviously next year the Eagles are going to have heaps of players off contract, and it's going to be unlikely for them to keep a majority of those players. So that's why Reid Marnie is on the Redcliffe Dolphins' apparent radar. So yeah, we could see him there by 2023 potentially. But yeah, they're gonna have. I think it's they're gonna have a lot of money. I think the Redcliffe Dolphins, when they come in, they're gonna have a lot of money to poach many players. So be very, very interesting and pretty cool at the same time. What kind of team they do, sort of assemble. Like I said, who the coach will be. I think Wayne Bennett will be the coach, because it's more likely for him to be the coach of the new Queensland team. I think he said before that he's kind of open to being open to having some sort of role at the Redcliffe Dolphins, because I think he said that before. And yeah, I think he's the best coach to obviously take the job. I think he'll be the head coach for a couple of years, and then maybe after that could be the end of Wayne Bennett. Who knows? But I think he's the perfect coach to kind of kickstart this new Queensland team. I think he's the perfect coach to kind of I think he's the perfect foundation coach, because obviously if he's gonna be the first coach, then he's the foundation coach pretty much. So I think he's the perfect guy to kind of come in that role. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they go. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do go. I don't mind the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have got a lot of potential. I mean, I can't really say it too early because they haven't really got a team yet or any of that sort of stuff. But, I think we've seen before, like with the Titans in 2007, that basically they came in 2007, the Titans, and it only took them about 2 or 3 years to find to play some finals footy, like in 2010 or 2009, whatever year it was. They played finals footy, and that only took about three or 2 years. With the Bulldogs in 1935, when they established, only about 3 years later, in 1938, they won the competition. And it's the same with the Melbourne Storm. Like, they came in the competition in 1998, I'm pretty sure. And the next year, in 1999, they won the grand final against the Dragons. So, there could be some potential for the Redcliffe Dolphins to actually maybe have a really good start in the NRL in the few years they do come in. Like, when they establish in 2023, maybe their success will peak around 2024, 2025, around that sort of area. Maybe after a year they do come in the competition. Maybe that's when they might find some success around that 2024, 2025 sort of year. That's when the success might peak, in my opinion. So, but we have to wait and see. I guess we have to wait and see what kind of team they do have, and because they've got a year. They've got they've only got 1 free year left in 2022 to assemble a team and try and build something there. They've got a year left, so I'm keen to see what they do the Redcliffe Dolphins. But all I've got to say is welcome to the NRL Redcliffe Dolphins, and keen to see how they go. But guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on what you think about the Redcliffe Dolphins coming in the NRL by 2023. Do you like it or not?